Every minute, the action explodes. Alex Cord as McCord gives them a minute to pray, a second to die.
You were one of the American stars who ventured to Italy to make a spaghetti western. What was that like?
Well, first of all, the lure was fantastic because two of the best of American actors were in it. They were already cast, Robert Ryan and Arthur Kennedy. You don't get any better than that. And I grew up watching those guys. And now suddenly I'm the star of the movie and they're playing supporting roles. So that was a huge delight for me. First of all, they record the sound in such a way that they know it's all going to be dubbed later.
So did you, how was dubbing?
A nightmare. I mean, you have to dub every breath you take. If you have a big close-up and your nostril is going in and out, you've got to do that. And you're in a room with a guy who smells as if he has just been bathed in garlic soup. I mean, unbelievable, this guy. Anyway, and you're locked in a little tiny recording studio with it on the screen. One of the scenes that we had, and I played kind of a Clint-like character, you know, that was all provoked by the success of Fistful of Dollars.
They tried to surrender. Why did you kill them?
These bounty hunters were after me, and I was like a big-time outlaw who had escaped from prison. And and they hire Italian actors. And
that don't speak English?
None. I mean, they can be just reciting the alphabet, and they dub it in later. You know, and some guys have rudimentary English, and those work better than others. But in this one case, it was a nighttime scene, and these guys had thought that they captured me. And one of them was an older man, and he has me at gunpoint and in a threatening fashion. And we have a small exchange of dialogue. And he has, as you know, a single action Colt. You have to cock it and then pull the trigger, or it won't fire. And if you do cock it and you touch the trigger, it will fire. So they hire, this guy was a school teacher, but he looked great. He had a beard, you know, kind of a scruffy looking guy, and he's holding this single action Colt on me, and he's got it cocked.
And had you checked to make sure that it was no live rounds in it?
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, that was for sure. And so we'd start the scene, and every time he would touch the trigger in the middle of the take, and the hammer would fall, and we'd have to cut because you could hear it, the hammer fall, and then we'd start again. Well, after about 5 or 6 takes, no matter how much explanation they gave to this guy, he could not get that in his head. He kept touching the trigger and having the hammer fall. So now comes lunchtime, and we break for lunch. Still haven't gotten the shot. So I get back there before lunch, and things were a lot more lax there than they would be here. I don't know what possessed me. This was not a kind thing to do. I loaded that gun with blanks. Now nobody knew it. No one knew it except me. I did it by myself. So now we pick up where we left off, start the scene, and sure enough, halfway through, he touches that trigger, the shot goes off, and I fall to the ground, dead. I thought this guy was going to drop dead on the spot. He was sure he had just killed me.
The poor school teacher. That's so cruel.
It was cruel. I mean, I don't know why I even tell the story. It's so mean.
You seem like such a nice guy, too.
Good Lord. I'm telling you, I mean, this guy almost collapsed. They had to go and help him and hold him. And of course, I jumped up. And when I jumped up, you know, it got all
So the next shot, did you get the scene?
We got the scene because he wouldn't go near that trigger anymore. He got the idea. But it took a while before he was even capable of functioning in front of the camera, you know, even reciting the alphabet or whatever the hell he was talking about.
A minute to pray, a second to die. That's all McCord gives them.
Hi, I'm Rob Ward. I hope you enjoyed A Word on Westerns. It's an interview series we do. We post a new one every single week. If you missed any, just sign up for this little baby right here. Whoa.